Thank you so much for supporting and promoting DIVEVOK and our product. To better assist you in understanding our product and features, we have created this video. It might take you a few minutes, and thank you for your patience. Our topic is the future of underwater image, entertainment, and communication. It means that our focus is not only underwater photographer and video, but also our future is more about entertainment and communications. Our story started in a discovery scuba diving. At the moment, we noticed that everybody has to pay for the pictures taken by the dive guide under the water. So we thought whether there is a convenient way for divers to take pictures and videos and share to their friends and families. We found the underwater housing for smartphone with buttons. It's convenient to use, but still we cannot find an underwater touchscreen housing which can access to all the phone functions under the water. So we started the logic of the smartphone touchscreen, and we started our team in 2016. We have spent almost 2 years in developing the first generation of the SeaTouch housing by trying a lot of different methods and a lot of different materials. So the first difference between the SeaTouch housing and the other housings would be the opening. As we see, the SeaTouch housing using a very small opening and multi-layer gaskets on top, it seals the housing very safely. And also it's a button-free design. For the compatibility, the standard housing has the iPhone 12 to the iPhone 16 series phone adapter. And we provide 3D printed customized phone adapter to almost 98% of other phone models. And all files are shared on Google Drive. It means that divers can download the file and print by themselves for free. We keep upgrading, and now we have the latest generation of the SeaTouch 4 Max housing on the market, and it's 60 meters waterproof with the touchscreen features. My favorite is the touchscreen focus. I can select anywhere to focus by a single touch on the screen. And also, I can slide on the screen to zoom in and zoom out, so I can select any lens on my phone, even a selfie. Slide and adjust exposure value, so we can easily to take a black background photo. Touch and slide down on the shutter button for burst mode. In Android phone, there is a manual mode, so people can adjust all the parameters on their phone. But for iPhone, I know there is no manual mode, but there are a lot of interesting apps and useful apps in App Store, like the Lightroom, which also can access to the parameter. Filmic Pro or even the Blackmagic Cam can take professional videos. And even some apps for interesting effects. DIVEVOK is my favorite app because I can use this app to take 2 videos at the same time. Sometimes I use the back and front camera together, or sometimes I use the wide angle and the telephoto together, so I can have a lot more videos in one dive. A diver feedback a very interesting app to me that called Lean Lens. So we can use this app to identify a fish under the water. We have summarized a list of interesting apps so people can try and use the apps underwater to create contents or to use some other functions. For instructor, it's also very friendly to them because they can show the videos to the student as soon as they get back onto the surface. Some people using their smartphone in a different way, like underwater music, or for tech divers, they use it for underwater movie or book reading. Even some of the people use it for games. But we don't suggest to do anything above our safety. So we suggest to increase our safety by using the safety function on our phone, such as the underwater typing. In this way, we can tell our friend or our dive guide what we want to say. If it's so complicated, we cannot express by our diving signals. Emergency phone call on the surface. Imagine every phone has a GPS, so we can open our compass and see our exact locations on our phone. And even we can set some alarm to remind us to check our gas or some other safety functions. Also, we have an accessories that can build up the Wi-Fi signal between the smartphone and the camera to make the smartphone an underwater monitor or remote controller to the camera. Also, there are a lot of different accessories, so people can use their smartphone in different ways. Among all, there are several bundles that are favored by a lot of divers, like the ocean kits, together with lens and filters, correct the color and make the angle wider under the water. Water spot kits create a split shot, deep dive kit with a sufficient light, and even the macro kit can capture some tiny stuff under the water. There are a lot of photographers have created great photos like this, and even some avoided photo like this. But you ask me, they're a professional photographer. What about normal divers? So this is an example done by he used an Android phone, and by the zoom in function in his phone, he can capture this nudibranch so clearly and precisely with one single slide. And when he zoom out, you can see how small this nudibranch is. It shows the capability of the smartphone. A lot of people and organizations now starting to realize the power of the smartphone. So the SeaTouch 2024 Underwater Photography and Video World Championship has added the smartphone into a specific category, and the winner used our smartphone housing to create the winning photo. Apart from the photograph, we have never thought about the smartphone can be so beneficiary to a lot of different divers. Like these first pictures, there are some statistics from a diabetic diver. She told me it's dangerous for diabetic diver during diving, but she will connect the phone with the sensors on her body to test the blood sugar in real time. And she will adjust her diving strategy as soon as she sees something wrong with the blood sugar. And the second one is from a shark specialist, Andy Brandy. They have put a lot of shark receiver on the bottom of the ocean before they have to take the machine up to the surface and download all the data. But now he can use the smartphone to do a Bluetooth transmission underwater, so he won't need to take everything up to the surface, and it saves them a lot of time and efforts. And also, in New Zealand, there is an organization using the Polycam app to create a 3D mapping under the water. So it saved them a lot of time and effort. Now the smartphone can do everything, but the only thing it cannot do is to access to internet. So we developed the Sea-Link underwater mobile data transmitter. We can access to internet under the water by smartphone. So imagine a live stream under the water. Imagine that using the AI under the waters to solve some of our engineering or scientific questions for us. So this could be the future of the underwater communication and entertainment. Because of the effort we have awarded by Innovation of the Diet Award in 2024, the Boot Düsseldorf show. And this is the brief introduction of what we're doing. Thank you so much again for your time.